Used to me, are you? Do you know the difficulty I be having finding any piece of water in this landlocked state? And all the water be in the lakes and mountains. Do you want me to freeze me cannonballs off?
I don't care about your cannonballs. Look, they just changed the hours from 11 to 3, Saturday and Sunday.
Well, let me see that there parchment.
And the inflatable course is up the second Saturday of each month. You're seeing it on the paper.
Oh, I do rather enjoy that there obstacle course.
Oh, great. Well, just come back when they're open. Is that good, yeah?
Aye. I'll be keeping you around for a bit longer, matey.
The Riverton Aquatic Center is changing its weekend hours to 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for both Saturday and Sunday. The inflatable obstacle course will be put up the second Saturday of each month. For further information about the schedule, call 856-4230.
When you gamble with safety, you bet your life.
It's not rocket science. Turn on those headlights.
It's not rocket science. Use your signals.
Kids don't come with turn signals. Slow down. Watch for pedestrians.
Drive, don't fly.
Pedestrians don't come with airbags.
Enough is enough. Do the right thing, buckle up, and save a life. I'm Owen St. Clair, Superintendent of Wyoming Indian Schools.
Paid for with Tribal Transportation Program safety funds.
Returning to our Governor's Council for Impaired Driving pregame show as we talk with our head coach, Lindsey Fearing, and it's been, 36 hours or so since we got to play the home opener, and I don't know if you've had any more reflection on that game on Thursday night or not.
I still think that the improvements we've showed from the beginning of the year, when we played USUE to now, that's really encouraging, and it's encouraging to the girls as well.
Then to watch, I guess, did they come and watch games yesterday, and did you watch games and get to see Colorado Northwestern again, I guess, up close? What's transpired since that game?
We're ready to play. We want to get a win at our home crowd for one, and we just want to play well and have an overall game. We've yet to put, a full game together. I think we've put 3 quarters, but not a full game.
You're taking on a team that's probably feeling as much confidence as they have all season on a 2-game win streak, having won yesterday.
Right. They're not going to just give it to us. We have to come out and play and be ready. But I think our home crowd is going to be behind us, and it's going to push us a little bit more.
You win by 4 against this team last time. How did that game transpire? I know you had a bigger lead than that, but it kind of evaporated down the stretch on you. Talk about the last time around with them.
Yeah, we forgot to play defense in the third quarter.
It's right on the back of your shirts, though.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Right. Yeah, we forgot to play defense and realized that at the end that's what our team is and what we count on to keep us in games and to help us win games. They know what happened last game when they went on a run, and they know that we have to just take care of our business, and if we are up, we got to stay up.
As evidenced, I think, by the start of the second half against Utah State, your defense sparked your offense to get back in that ball game.
Correct. And the girls see that. It's just getting them to play it the whole game and to stay up once we are up.
Any changes to your starting lineups or rotation here as we go into this next second home game of the season?
Yes, we are going to start Megan Krakenbull over Zay. I just think Megan has been working her tail off, and she deserves that spot.
Still Riley coming off the bench in that aspect, then providing a little spark off the bench?
Correct.
All right. I guess X's and O's. Neither team, it seemed like in the last time you guys played this team, the three-pointers weren't falling. Second half, your three-pointers shot well against Utah State. If you had to put, I guess, a couple or 3 points of emphasis on what has to happen to win here today.
We have to rebound, we have to communicate, and we have to take care of the ball.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. Go Wrestlers.
Right. This is Coach Lindsey Fearing, our head coach of the CWC women. They'll take on Colorado Northwestern, our second home game of the season. It's on the way next. After this timeout, this has been your Governor's Council for Impaired Driving pregame show, reminding you to drive now and text later. Starting lineups in basketball coming up next here on 88.1.
Good idea. Texting your friends to let them know you're going to be late. Bad idea. Being late because you were texting your friends while driving and crashed your car. Good idea. A nice hot cup of coffee. Bad idea. Spilling hot coffee in the car. Distracted driving is one of the leading causes of car crashes. So pay attention and just drive, because distracted driving is never a good idea. A message from WIDOT.
Getting ready for game time, CWC and Colorado Northwestern. The CWC ladies 4-6 overall. Colorado Northwestern 3-11. The Spartans come in having won their last 2 ball games in a row, however.
And I suppose if they could top this off with a win today, they'd be, kind of the tournament champions, because they'd be the only undefeated team, I believe, correct?
Yeah, beat Air Force Prep yesterday.
And so it'd be kind of a weird feather in their hat, and it's in a round-robin tournament where you don't play anybody. Everybody. They would be the team that would be undefeated.
Let's look at your starting lineups, and we'll do so for the home team. That would be the Central Wyoming College Lady Rustlers, dressed in their traditional home whites today. They'll have a change in the starting lineups. We'll get to that as we get down the list here. But number 2 is Essie Latu. She is a 5'10 freshman from Queensland, Australia, averaging 11 points and 4 rebounds per ball game. Her season high as a Rustler, she has scored 16 twice. Last time she did it was against Colorado Northwestern.
I didn't see a lot of her the other night, as she was in foul trouble most of that ball game.
Number 3 is Palani Tarawa, the 5'10 sophomore, leading scorer on the team at 15 a game with 5 rebounds. And she has a season high of 23 points this year against Snow College. Her career high as a Rustler ties the modern-day career high at 34 on the season against LCCC on the road last year.
Interesting, you've got your high game against probably the best team, one of the best teams they've played this year, which I find it's always interesting to see that if you've got that real high game against a bottom feeder, for lack of a better term, that's kind of interesting when it's against one of your best teams.
Palani Tarawa of Orem, Utah. Number 23 getting the start today, the 6-foot sophomore from Riverton, Utah, averaging 8 and 5. That is Megan Cranebuell. Megan, again, the 6-foot sophomore, 8 and 5. She is a 90% free throw shooter. Number 30 is Braylee Crossman. Braylee, a 5'10 sophomore, averages 5 and 5 out of Grantsville High School in Grantsville, Utah. And the Riverton product, number 32, Liana Shoulderblade, the 5'8 freshman, averages 7 points per ball game. Cranebuell's career high is 21. She did that in the second game of the season against Otero. Her previous career high was 11 last year. 15 for Braylee Crossman, also came in the Otero game. Her career high, though, is 17, as she did against Little Bighorn. And Liana Shoulderblade's 12 versus Otero is her career high as a Lady Rustler. There you are, your starting lineups for Central Wyoming College. On the other side, number 5, they will start this way. Reese Pertel. Reese is a 6-foot redshirt freshman out of Meeker, Colorado, averaging 9 points. Their leading rebounder at 8 per ball game. Number 20 is Nakiva Mack. Mack, 5'10 sophomore, averaging 7 points per ball game out of Tucson, Arizona. All-conference honorable mention last year out of Tucson, Arizona. She's played in all 27 games for this team. Sayla Ruckert, a 5'7 sophomore out of Aurora, Colorado, getting the start today as she wears number 23.
So far, I'm 3 for 3. I've gotten gas in all 3 hometowns.
There you
so
go.
far.
All right. And then you're looking at Avery Cox, number 25, the 5'9 freshman from Lander, Wyoming.
There, too.
Have you gotten gas in Lander, Wyoming before?
Yes, I have.
And then number 30 is Maddie Bannister. And
it's the quadfecta for me.
Maddie Bannister is a 5'10 freshman. I've even gotten gas.
That'd be the quinfecta, I guess.
I've even gotten gas in Fort Collins, Colorado. Maddie Bannister, the 5'10 freshman, their leading scorer, 12 points, 4 rebounds per ball game. And not playing today, Caitlin Brown. She's got her foot in a boot. Number 4, Caitlin Brown is a hometown product out of Rangeley, Colorado. One stat I wanted to point out for her, 43 out of 45 from the free throw line is Caitlin Brown, 96% on the season.
Too bad they can't wheel her out to shoot a technical if need be.
Exactly, as she is a pretty darn good free throw shooter. Stay with us. The starting lineup's complete. The opening tap coming your way. Colorado Northwestern, Central Wyoming College. Apparently we're not going to do
Oh, it's a tournament, I guess. Which
not going to do a national anthem. So we'll
has
talk
already
about
been done probably with the game previous.
Reese Pertel, Nakiva Mack, Selah Ruckard, 25 is Avery Cox, and number 30, Maddie Bannister. Again, Cheryl Klosterman, the head coach of Colorado Northwestern, was a finalist for the CWC job 2 years ago before it was then given on an interim basis to Ken Schwartz.
Do you think she's got vengeance on her mind?
There may be some of that. Central starting Essie Latu, the Australian. Polani Tirawa from Orem, Utah. Megan Cranebuell, number 23 from Riverton, Utah. From Grantsville, Utah is Braylee Crossman. And from Riverton, WIO, just down the street, Riverton High School, Liana Shoulderblade, as we get ready for basketball. And just one quick, I guess, bit of housekeeping. KCWC FM Riverton. Again, I'm John Gabrielson alongside Joel Kindle, Amanda Nikoloff, and the new media class taking care of our optics today. Kendra Leesberg, our director, Morgan Benetti on graphics, Abby Sullivan and Rachel Stubbs up top high above, while Rustler Jim providing you the two views from the cameras. Tirawa into the midcourt circle will win the tap to Cranebuell, and Central will start with the basketball as we are just underway. We'll play 4 quarters of basketball as opposed to 2 halves. Tirawa in the paint, but a 3-second violation. That's our third of the home season. We got 2 the other night, and we'll pick up 1 here early today.
12 seconds. Then we were in the 1 quarter of the game. We've been in the 3-second area.
Well, and the person that won the tap in the back court is the one that was called for the 3 count in the lane on top of it. So
they say cheaters never prosper.
Ruckard with a basketball, guarded by Latu. Up top, pump faking the 3 was Bannister. She'll try the 3, and Latu will come down with a rebound in the corner. Again, these two teams have met before. Central won at 66-62 a week ago Thursday.
One of those few instances where we are the bigger team.
Baseline jumper, Cranebuell for 10 is good. Where's my Clifford pencil? Did I ever give it back to you?
You never gave it back.
No, somebody typed it, so I'm going to borrow another one from you. So we're a minute old here. Ruckard, guarded by Shoulderblade, takes it to the right side. She'll dribble it into the paint, fly over the top, shot no good. Ball to the ground. Ball knocked away. Crossman's going to tie up with it, and it's going to go Colorado Northwestern basketball.
Pretty quick whistle. I think they probably could have played it out of there, but
good job by Braylee Crossman, sticking her hand in there to knock that ball out of there. Ruckard triggering the inbound, goes nice pass underneath, turnaround, nice play underneath by Nakiva Mack, but a good entry pass by Ruckard, and we are tied at 2 apiece. First tie of the ball game. Shoulderblade wide open, right side, 3 is good.
Corliss Mack at 5'10", and I just have a hard time believing she's that tall, even though she posted up on that last play.
Crossman runs into Avery Cox and will get a foul in front of the CWC bench. Again, you have 5 fouls, and then you'll shoot double bonus. No one-on-ones in women's college basketball.
Personally not a fan, but it doesn't really matter because that's the rule.
Ruckard gets a pick at the top. She thought about a 3, doesn't hoist it. Instead, left side underneath. Ball poked out of there by Cranebuell. Nice job taken away by Crossman. First turnover by Colorado Northwestern. Latu floating for 12 in the paint. No good. Taps the rebound out, but it's going to be picked up by Bannister.
And they can't keep it in bounds.
So is that a team rebound Central, or is it a rebound them, turnover them?
I don't think it's a rebound to anybody.
Somebody's got to have a rebound.
I think the ball just went out of bounds after the eventual long rebound. It was never.
Cranebuell for 3 in the corner is good.
So I don't think anybody ever took control of the ball before it went out of bounds.
Back-to-back 3s by Central. They lead 8-2. Bannister the answer. Yes.
Oh, the lefty had a nice bounce there.
Yeah, went straight up in the air and then came down in after it hit the backboard and the heel. Full court pressure. Shoulder blade will break it on a pass. Bounce it back to Latu. Essie is going to run into, and I think it's going to have to be a foul on a block by Pertel as she kind of had her head down in the whole play, and Pertel will get the foul. Her first, team first, and Essie Latu to the line to shoot a pair. Essie is an 85% free throw shooter, and she misses the first as I say that. Central as a team right in the middle 60s, 66% as a team free throw shooting. Essie will make the second one. 9-5 CWC out in front. 7:25 left to play first quarter from Central Wyoming College. Ruckert working on Latu. Takes it left side, shut off there. Hands it back out to Bannister. The lefty through the paint, almost throws it away, but Ruckert ends back up with it. 10 to shoot. Bannister, guarded by Tarawa, gets a pick from Pertel. 5 to shoot. Baseline Cox throws it out into the paint. Pertel, that's a shot clock violation. Take your pick, 3 seconds or shot clock violation. And it's the second turnover of the game for Colorado Northwestern.
And for Pertel, I think she hurt her wrist a little bit after the shot clock had gone off, trying to wing something up there.
Tarawa, Latu for 3. That's no good. And the rebound comes into the hands of Nakiva Mack. Mack scooping it through the lane. Good job defensively by Cranebuell. She kind of bodied her out of there. Mack's going to go the distance, put it off glass, and one. Nakiva Mack, the end one down the right side of the lane.
Well, she's not real tall, but that was one huge stride that she took into the paint.
Crossman will pick up her second personal foul, and that's going to spring Riley Burmester from the bench to the check-in stand. Mack, three-point play is good. And here comes Riley Burmester into the ball game. Riley, a two-sport athlete at Central. She is a sophomore, 5'10" from Star Valley, averages 8 points and 6 rebounds per ball game.
And she will be missed by both teams next year.
Central breaks the press. Ball caroms around. Burmester ends up with it. Might have got pushed, but she'll lay it off glass it in anyway.
She does very well in traffic.
11-8. Our score. C-Dub out in front. Had an 8-2 lead early on back-to-back threes by Cranebuell and Shoulderblade. Ruckert guarded by Latu. Back up top to Bannister. Lobbing it down low, Mack. Mack in double trouble. 3-second call or a travel, either one. And another turnover. They're going to call the travel.
I think Mack thinks she got trucked, is what I think happened in there.
Inside of 6 to play. Central breaking the press on an easy pass, and now they'll set up shop. Tarawa down low to Burmester over the top of Avery Cox. Burmester off the bench with 4 quick points. 13-8, Central back up 5. Bannister out to Mack. Back to Bannister. Man-to-man defense, if you will, by the Lady Rustlers. 12 to shoot as Mack runs down the lane. Ball hits the bottom of the basket, but a foul on Central will be called, and it's going to go against Megan Cranebuell. Yeah, that'll be number 3 on Megs. Excuse me, looking at her, it's her first third team fouls where I'm going with that. Mack at the line, no good. Courtney Lemon checks into the ball game. She's been the leading scorer for this team their last 2 games. Lemon, a 5'6" freshman out of Norwood, Colorado. She has checked in, as well as Hannah Koza. Mack with 5 points. Stays at 5. Burmester the rebound.
Burmester's got some quick numbers on a little bit of time she's been in there.
Shoulder blade to Latu, back up top. Nope, cross court. Palani Tirawa, she'll penetrate, rise for 8 off glass. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Good position by Burmester. She didn't get the rebound, but she got it tipped out of bounds by Colorado Northwestern. It'll stay Central basketball. Going to see Elizabeth Freeland from San Antonio, Texas in next dead ball. Is nice scoop shot. by Tarawa, but last touched by Burmester, and out of bounds it will go to Colorado Northwestern.
Burmester and Tarawa, the top 2 scorers from last year's team, in reverse order.
Colorado Northwestern, the basketball. Lemon, right side on the angle, bounces it, thrown away though. Latu ends up with it. 4 turnovers on Colorado Northwestern. Latu is going to be reached and fouled by Nakiva Mack.
I thought it might have been a pretty good reach, non-foul, but once you reach, you're pretty much subject to the foul.
Nakiva felt the same way you did, honestly, with that. But she will be whistled for their second team foul. Lemon guarding Latu. She'll fire it out to Tarawa. She'll pump fake a 3. Baseline, throws it back out, saving it, but into the back court. That'll be over and back. Craneville saved it, but she saved it back court to shoulder blade. And the over and back will give the basketball to Colorado Northwestern. Second turnover by C-Dub.
I feel like Northwestern is kind of in love with that interior passing that just isn't there.
Freeland with it. Back to Lemon. Up top to Koza. Hands it off to Russo into the game. Lemon will spot for 3, and it's an air ball. And out of bounds it will go Central. (13-8) C-Dub out in front. 4 minutes left to play, first quarter. They will just get it across, beat the 10 count if there is such a thing. I don't remember if there is in women's ball anymore. Burmester down low, powers through and makes it off glass and in. And a timeout called. Timeout on the floor with 3:54 left to play, first quarter. CWC out in front. Their biggest lead now, 15-8. Back with more basketball after this on 88.1.
Shopping for your wrestler fan? Stop in at the CWC bookstore to buy your gift today. Open from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Stop in and buy hoodies and t-shirts for all ages. Not only that, but they are selling fleece blankets, pajama pants, and sweatpants for those cold winter nights. Top it all off with an ornament or Christmas greeting card. The CWC bookstore inside the Student Center, open Monday through Friday.
Is this a Christmas miracle or what?
7-point advantage for CWC, their biggest at 15-8, as they led 8-2 early on. Lemon with a basketball, back up top, Russo. Gives the ball to Koza for 15. It goes 17.
Now the opposite of their last shot, which went from 14, that went to 12, I think.
Tarawa gets the rebound and has it knocked out of bounds in front of the Spartan bench. Spartans dressed in black, white numbers, red trim. Central in their home whites. Baseline shoulder blade. Thought about a 3 dozen. Zay Roberts has checked in as she'll flip it out to Latu for 3. That's good. Essie Latu's tray. She's got 4.
First double-digit lead. You look at these Spartan uniforms. It easily could be what Western would have used to wear because of red, black, and white colors even.
Western used to be the Spartans, too.
That was my point.
Take it up the next step further. Driving down, Russo fouled, but she'll go to the stripe. As Danielle Russo to the line. C-Dub foul on Burmester. That is her first. And Russo will go to the stripe, 73% free throw shooter. They're a 70% free throw shooting team as Russo gets the first. She will have another 18-9. Central has them doubled up. Central had a 15-point lead, as we mentioned last time they played, and ended up winning by 4. Russo gets both, and they'll set up full court. Tarawa back to Liana.
They're doing the zone press this time.
Burmester gets it in the middle, hands it back out to Tarawa. She'll drive it down low to Zay Roberts. Bake it off glass and in. Zay on a nice dish from Tarawa.
Had to regather the pass, but she took advantage of it, put it up and in.
20-10. C-Dub by 10 now. And she on the sideline. I didn't see what happened. I was writing stats.
Sideline there. Got the old event center take care of there.
5 turnovers as Liana Shoulderblade will check out. Kiana Walker will check in. Kiana, the Cherry Creek Denver product, a 5'8 freshman. Latu to Walker. Kiana bounce it right side. Tarawa to the baseline to Latu. Freeland on her defensively. They'll go out to the outside, but Walker was heading to the inside. They'll throw it away. That'll be the third turnover on CWC.
Zigged when she should have zagged there.
2:28 remains in the first quarter. Central 20-10 over Colorado Northwestern. I was doing more research this morning as there's a shot for three by Ruckert. Misses badly off to the left side.
Generally around the basketball story.
On the basketball front. Tarawa, the distance, lay it up, missed it. Zay, the rebound. She'll be fouled. And we'll go to the line. Zay Roberts.
CWC pounding him on the boards right now.
Freeland will get the foul. Well, and to amplify that point, rebounds right now 8-3 in favor of Central. I got to go. Zay gets the first.
That sounds like a slot machine with your mic that
time. The most points that Central has scored in a loss was 80. The fewest points they've scored in a win was 43.
Man, you're coming up with all these things. I'll be ready for CWC Jeopardy in no time.
Zay gets both. And Central with a 12-point advantage, 22-10, 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Lemon guarded by Walker. She'll penetrate, scooch it to the out-of-bounds area, and throws it into the crowd.
Boy, neither Northwestern player really made a move on that ball. I think they expected the other one to do it, but neither did.
6 turnovers on the Spartans from Rangeley, Colorado. You gotten gas there before?
I have. It's close to Dinosaur National Monument. Got gas this past year, in fact.
Latu for 3, her second of the afternoon. She's got 7. The lead is 15.
Get the steal immediately, but it's taken right back.
Lemon between the circles, hands it back to Ruckert.
Nice hustle play by Walker. Had the steal, but just had to throw it in bounds.
Walker might have got taken out by Freeland. No call. Essie almost with a steal instead. Russo, 15, clangs it off the left side. Not close. They have not been close with some of their shots today. About the last 4, in fact.
I'll have to get one of my old score sheets.
Ball knocked away. Burmester gets taken to the ground. Lemon then gets fouled from behind by Zay Roberts.
Zay clipped her, I think is the old football term for that.
Block in the back. That will put Lemon at the line, as that'll be the 5th team foul for Central. Courtney Lemon, again, as I mentioned, scored 15 off the bench last night. She scored 13 in their win against Lamar. They played Lamar back-to-back last week, Friday, Saturday. Lost on Friday, beat them on Saturday by almost identical scores, but flip-flopped.
And here's that 15-point lead where we stand right now.
Lemon
still 15.
Cannot get the first free throw. Lemon, by the way, 80% free throw shooting.
Too bad she's not from Lyman, Colorado.
Lemon from Lyman. She gets the second.
That lemon Lyman soft drink.
Minute 8 left to play in the first quarter. 25-11 Central on pace for 100. I don't know if we'll see that or not. And foul is going to be called on the Spartans. This one's going to go on Danielle Russo. 4th team foul on the Spartans with 102 left to play. Tarawa will trigger the inbound. Looking, finally throws it away. Turnover taken away by Ruckert. 4 turnovers by Central. Ruckert working on Walker. Goes down underneath. Ball hits off the side of the iron, and Zay Roberts will pick up the loose ball. Gives the ball to Walker. She'll go the distance. She'll have it knocked away, but a foul is going to be called. And it's on Elizabeth Freeland, her second, 5th team foul. And Kiana Walker to the line as we're going to see Hope Bondurant, 6'1" freshman from Cotopaxi, Colorado. I've never been there, never even heard of that place.
They may not have a gas station.
Walker with the bucket. Hope Bondurant into the ball game. Second one, Kiana, good as well. So Kiana's 12 of 13 free throw shooting on the season with those 2 makes right there. 27-11, Central by 16, driving baseline. Ruckert shot short, gets her own board, Ball squirts out of there. It's going to stay Colorado Northwestern basketball. .31 seconds left. The shot clock, 1 second differential. Ruckert throws it up top into the hands of Gwyneth McCormick. And she'll rise for a high arcing 18-footer, not close. And Burmester the rebound. Well, you talk about Riley's stats. How about 6 points and 3 rebounds in her minutes off the bench?
Is there a steal in there somewhere too, maybe?
Yeah,
or?
I don't keep track of those. I can only.
Our memory, though.
Lemon ends up with a steal on Essie Latu. Lemon's going to go the distance. She'll turn around and be rejected by Essie, and it will go out of bounds. It will stay Spartan basketball. 2.3 seconds left showing on the first quarter scoreboard. Lemon will throw it inbound. She'll get it back. She'll pump fake the three and not get a shot off. And we have played 1 quarter of basketball. It is your Central Lady Rustlers by 16. C-Dub 27, Colorado Northwestern 11. Stay with us. We'll be back with more basketball after this on Rustler Radio.
Sponsorship of Rustler Basketball on 88.1 comes from Denver Air Connection, offering daily flights from Riverton Regional Airport to Sheridan and to Denver International in a 30-passenger jet. The flight features in-cabin service, and TSA check-in at Riverton is included. More information can be found at denverairconnection.com.
Sports on Rustler Media is brought to you in part by Edward Jones financial advisor Mick Pryor. Make sense of investing with a visit with Mick Pryor, located 1 block east of the Riverton Post Office. He provides retirement and investing advice including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and CDs. It's never too early or too late to start planning your financial future. Appointments are available at 856-6116. Edward Jones and Mick Pryor, 856-6116.
First quarter shooting, CWC getting the better, obviously, of that. 9 of 14, 64%. Colorado Northwestern, 3 of 14, just 21%. Central, 4 of 5 from the arc. They also hit 5 of 6 free throws in the first quarter. Colorado Northwestern 1 for 4 from the arc, 4 of 7.
I was looking for my clank sound effect. It's not here.
From the free throw line. Central basketball as we begin the second quarter. Zay Roberts, low block, back out to Kiana Walker. Burmester, Latu, and Tarawa on the floor with them. That ball knocked out of there. Tarawa ends up back up with it at the right side. Polani goes baseline. She'll dish it into the paint to Burmester. Ball is knocked out of there, taken away. 6 turnovers on Central. Lemon going the distance. That one misses. And the rebound taken away by Burmester. To Tarawa, back to Riley. She might have traveled with it, and she did, as she got it put right back in her breadbasket as she dished it off to Tarawa.
I think she closed so fast that the ball wasn't intended for her, and I think by her coming up so fast, she caught it in between steps, and there was your walk.
2 turnovers on C-Dub in the first 40 seconds of the second quarter. They lead, though, by 16, 27-11. Baseline McCormick. Latu comes out on her, hand checks her to death, but no call. Instead, it's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay Spartan basketball.
Remember I said earlier that typically you're going to get called for reach on that play. I should say typically, but not always.
Mack and Bannister back into the ball game. Bondurant out there along with McCormick. And it's Ruckert who has the basketball. Mack, we're going to see Tamia Cutignola and Megan Craneville. Nice run by Mack, and she blows the layup. Rebound by Zay Roberts.
I don't know that I've seen a game where you are missing the shots as badly as they are, and maybe that will change, but right now they are really, there's not a lid on the basket. There's a lid about 2 feet away from the basket.
Latu with a shot and a miss, and over the back on the rebound is Riley Burmester. And Burmie's going to pick up the foul. Latu and Roberts will come out of the game. Tamia Cutignola will check in. Tamia, 5'5" freshman out of Ravenwood, Queens, New York. And also back in Megan Craneville out of Riverton, Utah. Kiana Walker D'ing up. Mack on the right side. Mack's going to run past her, and she'll lay one in, but on the way there she was fouled, so they will. 42 is Kiana Walker, her first personal.
That's probably been their best play, really, has been that kind of stretching drive that they've been doing. but they just haven't been able to finish it. And that time they did, but
steal out of the air, Tarawa. She'll go the distance. One-on-one, left hand, other side, good. Polani. 29-11, 18-point Central lead, their biggest. Ruckert brings it into the front court. Finds Bannister, back to McCormick. She will wrecking ball her way down to the low block. Be rejected by Burmester, taken away by Cuttignola. Back the other way, Crane Buell to Tamia Tarawa, wide open, 16-footer, right side, bury it. Polani Tarawa has 4 and another timeout called by Coach Klosterman. 8:02 left to play first half. Central by 20. Back with more on Rustler Radio in just a moment.
Basketball on Rustler Radio is brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Fine Jewelry on Main in downtown Riverton. They feature a state-of-the-art jewelry repair shop and custom design. They also turn broken treasures into something new and exciting. Use your old gems and gold to create new pieces of jewelry. They are the home of the sterling silver bucking horse and rider necklace. A gift from the Golden Buffalo is an easy slam dunk. In downtown Riverton or online at thegoldenbuffalo.com.
Sports on Rustler Radio is brought to you in part by Fremont Therapy Group. They've partnered with Lander and CWC to protect the health of student athletes. For the past 20 years, Fremont Therapy Group has been volunteering their time and resources on the sidelines of Lander sports to help keep student athletes safe and healthy. They also teach classes to help students learn more about the field of athletic training. A proud partner of CWC Athletics is the Fremont Therapy Group, Riverton and Lander. More can be found at FremontTherapyGroup.com or on Facebook at Fremont Therapy Group.
Central had a 15-point lead on this team when they played, and Coach said, if we get the 15-point lead, we're keeping it this time. Now they're up 20 at 31-11. 8 minutes and just a little under 8 minutes left to play here in the first half. Ruckert, bounce pass down low. Nice turnaround, Mack on a great pass from Ruckert. Mack has 7. Nice little give and go on the baseline with a reverse lay-in. Nice play there. Tarawa for 3 on the other end. That's good. Polani with the answer. She's got 7.
That's going to be defeating
Kiana Walker, the steal, but she can't get the bucket. Back the other way. Shot off glass is no good. And a rebound pulled down by Bondurant, and 1 coming up for Pertell.
One of those weird deals where missing the shots actually helps you out because you, on an ensuing shot, get the foul as you make it.
Central will burn a quick 30-second timeout. Chance to remind you that the CWC Theater Department has 1 more day left. Well, they have a performance tonight and then a matinee tomorrow. It is the 2nd production of the year when It's a Wonderful Life hits the main stage. Get tickets to the CWC box office. See more online at cwc.edu. And you went to the opening night gala on Wednesday.
I did on Wednesday.
And the CWC Theater Department putting on It's a Wonderful Life in the holiday spirit. At the line is Reese Pertell. She's a 6-foot redshirt freshman from Meeker, Colorado. Free throw for the and 1, no good. Burmester with the rebound.
Meeker, one of those towns you go by when you go through Craig, etc., onto the interstate I-70 in Colorado.
Deer Haven, that highway.
Rifle. Oh, yes. I call it the petting zoo.
Down the right side, Burmester wasn't quite squared up all the way, but she got that to bounce off glass and in.
And I think that sometimes works for her because she hasn't squared up and they think not to block. She's among people getting it in.
8 for Burmester off the bench, the leading scorer for CWC. And then that ball just thrown away by Bannister. Turnover number 9 on Colorado Northwestern. And Liana Shoulderblade checking in for Kiana Walker.
I started to see a little bit of frustration for this Spartan squad, too, out there. A little bit of, I can't say jawing exactly, but showing their displeasure a little bit.
Shoulderblade, Tarawa. Top of the key, Craneville. Back to Polani. Tarawa on the left side corner. Penetrates, dives down low. Bodies all over as Burmester with the left hand comes back around, and she's got 10.
We're talking to Burmester last year. She said she actually liked the contact, and she got it there, but then she put it up and in.
Central now by 23, 38-15. Bannister for 3, no good. Craneville taps the rebound into the hands of Cutignola. Central on the run through the lane. Cutignola high off glass. Burmester the rebound. She'll force one back up. Call is late, but a foul is going to be whistled.
I actually thought the foul came before the shot myself, and when the whistle blew way late.
Avery Cox, the Lander product, going to get the foul. And Riley Burmester going to the line. Burmy 12 of 20 from the line, 60%. And she'll give the first to improve that average. 24-point Rustler lead now, their biggest as it continues to grow.
They just recently got an award, honorable mention award in volleyball.
Second by Burmester, good. And we're going to see Kaylee Ordebez, a 5'7" redshirt freshman from Walsenburg, Colorado.
Yep.
Been there.
I've not gotten gas, though, in the Australian one, wherever that is. So that would be one of our players.
Mack missed it badly. Ball tapped out of bounds. Stays Spartan basketball, however. Central leading the rebounding right now, 17-10, but 6 of those are team rebounds, essentially, for Colorado Northwestern. Mack jumps high for the inbound pass, gives it up to Ordebez. She'll fire from 10 as she didn't really even stop and pop. That was just kind of a floating pop, and Ordebez with a nice play has got her first bucket of the ball game. 11 different Spartans scored in their win yesterday, and all of their 14 played. Shoulderblade thought about a 3, doesn't. Craneville on the right side throws it up, missed it, and the rebound by Pertell.
Kind of our bread and butter play. The post puts it off glass.
S.C. Latu going to check in. Next dead ball. Ball poked away by by Burmester, taken away by Tarawa. Polani stops for 10 off glass, left it no good. And coming out of the pack with it is Ordebez. Up top to Mack, left side Bannister. Bannister rejected by Burmester, and a foul is going to be whistled on Riley. Boy, that was a play down the left side, and Riley thought she had all ball and looked pretty good from this standpoint as she...
I think she appreciated the thunking to the floor, I think.
Bannister at the line. The lefty is good. S.C. Latu will check in for Riley Burmester. How about this? Central's bench has as much as the Spartans do on the scoreboard. The bench has scored 18 today, thanks in part to 12 from Riley Burmester.
I think there was a key component to that.
Yeah, second one good by Bannister. 40-19 Central by 21, 4:42 left to play in the first half. Cutignola runs it through traffic. Goes baseline. Craneville has to pull it out of about her knee area and drains it from about 12 on the baseline.
A nice play by Megan, because she didn't get to the pass, as you were saying, where a shooter likes to get at the kind of reach down, then regather, then shoot.
7 for Craneville getting the start today. Ruckert working on shoulder blade, stops on the low block. Latu is going to glom on and foul her, and Essie's going to pick up her first personal foul. Essie was in foul trouble much of the night Thursday. See, our men's basketball team has made it back from Williston on the 4-day drive they took. Free throw is good by Mack.
I feel like some of those roads were not El Perfecto either.
Well, they spent the night in Billings, then went to Dawson and played, then stayed the night in Williston that night. Played, stayed the night in Williston, and then drove home yesterday. Mack gets both.
Certainly a scenic drive, though.
Best at night. Nice play by Cutignola. She crossed her up, but she misses the shot. But Latu comes away with the rebound. Polani down the right side and one. Tarawa, the bucket. Foul is on Cox. That'll be her second. Tarawa has 9, now 10. As she gets the free throw, and Central back out to their largest lead now of 24. Inside of 4 minutes left to play. Going to see a sophomore Rustler in next dead ball as that shot no good. Essie Latu the rebound. Baseline, Cutignola to Tarawa. Ball batted out of there by Mack, taken away by Colorado Northwestern. Mack runs it to the three-point line, peels it off, finds Bannister for a long three. No good, but the rebound pulled in by Ordebez, and she will be fouled by Cutignola, as Tamia will pick up her first personal. And so Kaylee Ordebez will go to the line. First is good. Marissa Arnold checking into the ball game for the first time on the home floor this season. Riss, 5'9" sophomore out of Cowley, Wyoming, the former Rocky Mountain Lady Grizz. On the all-defensive team in Region 9 last year as Ordebez gets both.
Averaged 9.1 points a game last year.
Her season high is 5, or career high 24 on the home floor last year, you might remember. And a foul away from the basketball, a hand check, I believe, on Russo. It will be her first, team third of the quarter. 3:14 left. Inbounds to Arnold, give it back to Latu. Number 2 goes down the right side lane. Runner with a right hand, no good. Arnold, though, with a big offensive rebound. Shot baseline, Cranebuell, no good. Ordebez out of the pack with it. Gives the ball back to Bannister. Walker will come in next head ball. Bannister floating for 14, missed it. And out of the pack with it is Essie Latu. Essie was going to go the distance and will be fouled by Nakiva Mack.
I don't want to give up the ball perhaps on that one.
Mack will pick up her second personal, 4th team foul. But going to the line is Essie Latu. Essie, an 85% free throw shooter. Gets her second out of 3 today. Tamia Cutignola is going to check out of the ball game and gets a grinning high five from her 2 coaches. Latu's second is good. Essie with 9. Riley already has 12. Polani has 10. Essie now with 9 for CWC. No one, well, Mack has 9, I guess, for Colorado Northwestern. There's a steal by Latu. Boy, she read it, and she knew it. She just couldn't glove it. Ruckert back into the ball game for Ordebez. Good minutes for Kaylee Ordebez. 4 points and 3 rebounds for Kaylee off the bench for Coach Klosterman.
And actually, we're searching for good minutes for whomever on that team because it has not been a good half for Rangeley.
2:25 and counting in the first half. Baseline. Shot over the top. No good. Rebound, though, by Russo. That shot's no good. Going to the floor, and that ball's out of bounds, Central basketball.
The weird thing is they've had a number of good shots. You know, the shot attempt is idea is good. The shot going in is not good.
The resulting shot, not so much, as they have missed some fairly badly. Nice play underneath by Arnold on a great pass from Essie Latu. Marissa Arnold, first home bucket of the basketball season.
Nice change of direction on the baseline, and she got free underneath.
Central with their largest lead of the game as Essie Latu will record a kill as she knocked that ball away from an entry pass down low. Probably should have been called for a foul.
I think it's legal at Ayers Rock. I think you can do that.
Here comes Shelby Brandstetter into the ball game. The Park City Montanan is a 5'10 sophomore, is Shelby, number 15. Inbound pass, get back to Bannister. She'll fire a 3 over Arnold. Got it. and got knocked to the floor, but no call after that. Bannister has her second three of the afternoon. Walker's going to burn the ball into the front court. Down low to Arnold. Arnold turns around off glass. Marissa's got 4.
Well, her points per minute is pretty high.
Yeah, I would have to concur on that.
As is Riley's in this game, too, for that matter.
And that ball poked out of bounds by the defensive player from Region 9 last year, Marissa Arnold. Hope Bondurant back into the ball game. She and Tamia Cuttignola both playing with that nose mask, as Tamia got her nose broke against Snow College a few weeks ago. Nice recovery by Latu underneath as she knocks the ball away and takes it away.
She got the block shot and the recovery of the ball all at the same time.
Walker to Arnold, baseline shoulder blade for 3. That one's no good. And the rebound, Bannister. Boy, Central 5 of 7 from three-point line here in the three-point land here in the first half. Minute left to play in the first half. Rucker, nice bounce pass underneath, and Latu climbing the back of Russo is going to be picked up with her second personal foul.
That's interesting. I heard the coach saying to, Latu before the game, watch your personal foul. So she kind of plays with a bit of wild abandon.
Picks up her second as Russo goes to the line and hits the free throw. 11 points of the 27 coming from the line for Colorado Northwestern. Second is no good. Good box out by Arnold. And Marissa gets the rebound. Second board of the game for Riss. She'll pump fake. Nice bounce pass to Brandstetter. Up top to Leona. Shoulder blade for 3 is no good. Rebound pulled down by Purtell. Shot clock and game clock, about 12-second differential right now. Baseline Bannister, the lefty 3, no good. Rebound volleyballed into the hands of Shoulder Blade. Up ahead to Brandstetter. Underneath, Arnold, shot good. Marissa with 6.
It's her high game of the year, is that correct?
15 seconds left on the shot clock. Yes, 5 was her game high earlier in the year. 24 is her career high. As Rucker loses the handle, Shoulder Blade ends up with it. And the first half has come to an end with CWC matching their largest lead of the contest. It is Central 53. It is Colorado Northwestern 26. 53-26 our score at the break. CWC out in front of Colorado Northwestern. It is halftime here at CWC. We will take a break. We'll come back, take a look at first half statistics as Central leads at 53-27 on 88-1.
Where's your identification?
Identify yourself.
Your home of the Rustlers.
Student radio for Central Wyoming College.
KCWC FM Riverton.
Shopping for your wrestler fan? Stop in at the CWC bookstore to buy your gift today. Open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Stop in and buy hoodies and t-shirts for all ages. Not only that, but they are selling fleece blankets, pajama pants, and sweatpants for those cold winter nights. Top it all off with an ornament or Christmas greeting card. The CWC bookstore inside the Student Center, open Monday through Friday.
Is this a Christmas miracle or what?
Rustler Sports on the Radio comes from the restaurants of the Wind River Hotel and Casino. Dining is available no matter time of day or week. The Red Willow is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Buffalo features 4 different choices, Thursday through Sunday, from noon to 9 p.m., and the Genicoo Cafe is open 24/7. The restaurants of the Wind River Hotel and Casino, located 1 mile south of Riverton on Highway 789.
Wrestler Athletics is supported by Bach Monument, applying a relentless passion for excellence to honor special people in special ways. Bach Monument, part of the Wyoming community since 1875 on West Main in Riverton, and online at bachmonument.com. Proud to support Rustler Sports on 88.1.
Sponsorship of Rustler Athletics is brought to you in part by the Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. They're on Main Street in downtown Riverton. They have a full coffee bar menu including lattes, cappuccinos, espressos. They also feature New York bagels and open-faced bagel sandwiches. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery, 303 East Main in downtown Riverton. You can dine in, take out, or pick up. 857 856-1116. That's 856-1116. A proud Rustler booster sponsor, Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery.
Gales Carpet One Riverton is a proud supporter of our community and Rustler Radio. Your one store for a perfect floor. Offering waterproof flooring, whether it be carpet or luxury vinyl tile. Gales is a community-oriented business dedicated to improving Fremont County. Located in downtown Riverton, on Facebook or at galescarpet1riverton.com.
News on Rustler Radio is courtesy of Riverton RV. The 2019 models are on the lot at Riverton RV. They are now your travel light dealer featuring the Ultralight. It's a camper you can pull with a small SUV or even a car. Don't forget the winter service specials in the shop. Riverton RV, where service is the key. On Facebook and at 1420 South Federal in Riverton.
Where's your identification?
Identify yourself. Your home of the Rustlers. Student radio for Central Wyoming College.
KCWC FM Riverton.
We are at the break. Central leading 53-27 on Colorado Northwestern. And this is how they got there, as they led 27-11 at the end of one quarter, outscored Colorado Northwestern 26-16 in the second quarter to build a 53-27 advantage at the half. Leading scorers for Central, Riley Burmester off the bench. She leads with 12. She also has 6 rebounds, does Riley, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Palani Tirawa has 10 with 2 boards. Essie Latu, 9 points, 6 rebounds for Essie. Megan Cranebuell getting the start today, 7 points and a rebound. She's had a 3-pointer as well. Marissa Arnold off the bench has 6. Liana Shoulderblade with a 3. Kiana Walker has 2. Zay Roberts has 4 with 3 rebounds in the ball game. In all, Central with 24 points off the bench. So the bench would only be down by 3 right now if you took away the starting 5 points in this ball game.
And if they played the same amount of minutes, they would be ahead.
Yeah, exactly. The way Riley and Marissa came on with 18 of that 24 points in short minutes. For Colorado Northwestern, they are led by Nakiva Mack. She's got 9 with a couple of boards. Maddie Bannister has 8. 4 points for Kaylee Ordebez, 3 points for Danielle Russo, 2 points for Reese Pertel, and 1 for Courtney Lemon in this ball game. Their leading rebounder with 3 is Kaylee Ordebez, and she didn't have a whole lot of time out there as far as minutes goes. As a matter of fact, 3 minutes and 27 seconds for Kaylee for 3 rebounds in this ball game to lead Colorado Northwestern. Central out rebounding the Spartans 25-17 right now. Central leading rebounder is Burmester and Latu with 6 rebounds apiece in this ball game. We were tied at 2 apiece, but after that it's been all Central as they lead it 53-27 at the break. Stay with us and look at the first half shooting numbers here in just a quick moment. Again, Central leading 53-27 at the intermission here on Rustler Radio.
It's been said when you're driving your pickup truck in Wyoming, you feel like the quarterback leading your football team on a winning drive. I'm Craig Bull, coach of the Wyoming Cowboys. Every pickup driver holds the key to road trip success, a fastened seatbelt. Pickup trucks are twice as likely to roll over than cars in fatal crashes. Taking the time to buckle up every trip is the single most effective thing you can do to protect yourself in a crash. Buckle up in your pickup, every trip, every time, and go Pokes. This message is from the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition.
College is hard enough without trying to figure out how to get there. WRTA Bus Lines has partnered with CWC to get you to and from class on time and for free. Simply show your CWC ID and get on or off the bus at the college. And now they have arranged for pickup from the CWC Lander Center at 6:50 or 9:50 a.m. Monday through Friday. They'll also drop off at the Lander Center in the afternoon and evening from Riverton. Check out the bus schedule at WRTABuslines.com.
53-27, Central is out in front. Let me look at some first half shooting numbers real quick, and then we'll talk with our athletic director, Steve Barlow. Central shooting in the first half, 57%, helped out by 5 of 7 from three-point land. How about 71% three-point shooting for the Lady Rustlers. They also hit 10 of 11 free throws in the ball game as well. 58% on 19 of 33. Colorado Northwestern, 7 of 32. That's just 22% from the field. 2 of 10 from three-point land. They hit 11 of 16 free throws, did Colorado Northwestern. Central out in front, 53-27. We're talking with our athletic director, Steve Barlow. First off, thanks for coming over on short notice, as I know you're our PA announcer this weekend as well.
Yes, having a lot of fun over here at the table with you guys. It's always fun to be here, part of what we do here.
Big thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto for the Bailey Tire and Auto Classic as well.
Absolutely. They're wonderful sponsors. And as you may or may not know, Mike also has priceless car and truck rental, too. So they're starting a rental company down there, too.
I saw the banner behind us. I didn't know where that was located.
Yes, that's Bailey's down there. So good stuff.
All right. We know that. We know that now. I guess current events. We now have a soccer program. We've got a coach on campus, and things are moving forward.
Yes. Coach Brooks Paskett, he's a hometown. He's from here. Went away for a while. He's been coaching a little bit in New York. He was assistant coach for 7 years and then head coach there at NYU for a bit. And ready to come back home, him and his family. He's got a couple little kids. They wanted to come back here to Wyoming, so we're just happy as all get out to have him here. So he started the recruiting process. As you know, we could start signing November 1st, and so he's been recruiting, getting after it.
Have we had any signees that we know of yet?
We have not. Talking to a lot of kids, and we'll start that soon. It's same with volleyball, basketball. You can sign right now November 1st, everybody. We've only had a couple signings so far. Kids kind of wait a little bit and do a lot of talking, and so we have not signed anybody yet.
Now, it seems kind of odd, but it's actually more so the way it is. He's coaching both genders, male and female, as opposed to just being a boys coach or just being a women's coach. He's coaching both, so that's not exactly – there's a lot of other schools that seem to be doing that as well. So I guess maybe as weird as it sounds to some, that's kind of the way things are going.
It is. It really is. That'll be here at CWC, that'll be his only job is to coach. That's it. And, a lot of schools are doing it, and we researched that, talked to a lot of schools, and it seems to work out quite well. He's looking forward to it. It'll be a challenge with just starting the programs. But he's ready to take it on and get after it. We model it just like our rodeo program. Coach Drew Schroff, he's our head coach for both men's and women's rodeo, 2 teams. He has assistant coach, and Brooks will have an assistant for the men's and assistant for the women's both. So, I think it's going to work out great.
How will logistics work on that? Obviously, they'll practice here on the intramural fields, but we have a partnership then with the high school to play on the turf field, or
we do.
Have we decided any of that yet?
We do. We're working with Reggie Miller across the street there, wonderful guy with the school district to play games there. Our field back here, it's a good field. Nice, big, but, I'm a little concerned with the slope and things, and we knew that going in.
Well, spectator seating and press box and that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, and hopefully in the future we'll build on that. But right now we'll play games right there on the turf. It'll be a lot of fun, and a lot of schools are doing that as well. Other colleges, in fact, that's where they have a few night games, so could be under the lights. So
nice.
That's exciting to do there as well.
All right.
Will it be important to have a good assistant coach? Will there be at any point where one team will be at one venue and the other team will be at another, or anything that?
Could be preseason, but
or end of season too. I would wonder too, maybe.
Very possibly at the end of season. Well, yes. So assistant coaches would be very important to have. But we set the schedule. Well, I'll tell you right now, the schedule is made for conference play. But preseason stuff, we'll work that out. Brooks is talking with other schools. I'm getting emails from other schools wanting to have tournaments and things, get us involved. So, but yeah, it's important. Whether or not it's important to have good assistant coaches anyway. So Brooks will look hard at that. We'll discuss those things and get those going.
So do you look at like an LCCC as a model in a way then? Is that one of the ones you're talking to?
I've talked to a lot. For everything, and as far as where they're playing, who's coaching, who's doing what, I'll tell you the main folks I talk with is Western. Their AD, Lou Sweet, her and I talk quite a bit about how they manage and what they do as far as buses and things like that. So, but we all visit. So.
Last thing, we're going to run some indoor track. Has that been decided? Are we possibly going to do some indoor? I know that has been kicked around the last couple of years. Indoor track, perhaps?
Yeah, we'll be running indoor track. Coach Lar and I just talked yesterday. We're looking at possibly 3 or 4 meets. The problem with indoor track is even it's indoor, we got to practice.
Right.
And here it gets awfully cold, so we'll have to be practicing indoors some up in the fitness center. That's not real good. Maybe run a little bit in the big theater up and down the stairs, but the way the weather's been so far, it hasn't been too bad. But you bet we're going to start some indoor track going on.
And how are we going to be in the field events?
How about Joel, I just said indoor track. I did not say indoor track and field.
Joel, do you have any eligibility left? That may determine how good we are.
I can maybe push the shot, and I mean push it across the floor.
Real quick, anything else to add from the athletic standpoint?
Hey, it's just exciting here at CWC. We've got wonderful athletes. They're student athletes first. They're doing wonderful things for us here, and it's just exciting to be around these young kids and all that they do, the effort they put forth each and every day, practice in the classroom. It's just a lot of fun stuff. We appreciate all that you guys do. You know that. It's just wonderful.
Big thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto for the Bailey Tire and Auto Basketball Classic. Steve Barlow, our athletic director, thanks for stopping by.
You betcha. Thank you.
53-27, Central out in front. We'll play the second half after this timeout. This is Rustler basketball.
Good idea. Texting your friends to let them know you're going to be late. Bad idea. Being late because you were texting your friends while driving and crashed your car. Good idea. A nice hot cup of coffee. Bad idea. Spilling hot coffee in the car. Distracted driving is one of the leading causes of car crashes. So pay attention and just drive, because distracted driving is never a good idea. A message from WYDOT.
Sponsorship of Rustler Basketball on 88.1 comes from Denver Air Connection, offering daily flights from Riverton Regional Airport to Sheridan and to Denver International in a 30-passenger jet. The flight features in-cabin service, and TSA check-in at Riverton is included. More information can be found at denverairconnection.com.
Sports on Rustler Media is brought to you in part by Edward Jones financial advisor Mick Pryor. Make sense of investing with a visit with Mick Pryor, located 1 block east of the Riverton Post Office. He provides retirement and investing advice including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and CDs. It's never too early or too late to start planning your financial future. Appointments are available at 856-6116. Edward Jones and Mick Pryor, 856-6116.
Colorado Northwestern basketball. As we begin the second half, they trail 53-27 to CWC. Rustlers dressed in white. Latu, Tarawa, Shoulder Blade, Crossman, and Cranebule, the same 5 that started the game. Spartans dressed in their road blacks as Mack will shoot one up, no good, and a foul underneath. And I believe on Essie Latu. 17 seconds into the second half, and it is going to be on Essie. That is number 3 on Latu. Cox, also Pertell, Ruckert, Mack, and Bannister, the 5 on the floor for Colorado Northwestern. At the line, Ruckert. Free throw is on the way, no good, off the back of the iron. Central by 26. Their biggest lead as Ruckert makes it 25 now. Latu is going to sprint it into the front court. Essie dish it to the outside. Crossman up top, Cranebule. Baseline Tarawa, 3-point area. Back up top, Shoulder Blade now to Latu. Man-to-man defense employed by the Spartans. Cranebule, baseline 8 is going to fall out. And the rebound pulled down by Pertell.
Well, she thought it was in it. She was retreating, in fact, as it was rolling around.
Central 56% shooting in the first half. Baseline Ruckert has it knocked out of bounds by Latu, as Latu with those 3 fouls going for a little aggressive reach right there. Ruckert will trigger it inbounds at the 3-point line on the baseline. Lobs it. Hand in the back on Cranebule, but no call. Pump fake, over under, shot and a foul from behind.
On Latu.
No, well,
look at the look on her face. It's her.
And it is. It's number 4 on Essie Latu. So foul trouble the other night. This one not as early as her foul trouble the previous time, but foul trouble nonetheless. And that shot no good by Pertell. And I don't know what is up with the hoop mic under there, but it does have a little pinball sound effect on the
I have not hooked to my sound effect things up there.
That one is in by Purtell. Baseline, Crane Buell spins with a left hand off glass, no good. Burmester will get the rebound and they will reload. 7 rebounds for Riley. Polani rising for 10, no good. Back to the iron. Cox will get the rebound, and the Tiger from Lander Valley gives it up. Down low, Bannister stolen away by Crane Buell. Turnover number 12 on the Spartans.
Shots not falling for either team as we start the second half.
Yeah, we're a lot of O's out there. Crane Buell spins with the right hand. That's no good. Cox another rebound. Zay Roberts going to check in for Crane Buell. Driving the distance was Ruckert, and she'll knock it in. But nobody stopped Ruckert, and she puts it off glass and in.
Notice when you say Zay's coming to the ballgame, she always looks this way to make sure it's official or some sort.
Polani hand checked and fouled by Mack in the backcourt. That's number 3 on Mack. Tiana Walker and Zay Roberts coming in. Crane Buell out and Shoulder Blade out. 4-0 to begin the second half for Colorado Northwestern. Crossman takes the pass in the backcourt. Ruckert on her defensively to Walker. Kiana takes it right side down the lane. That one misses. Rebound is saved, but it's going to be saved into the hands of Nikiva Mack. Boy, Central 0 for 5 to start the second half.
Maybe just that side of the hoop that you shoot at, perhaps.
Yeah, didn't do any Spartan favors. That ball knocked out of bounds. Nice job, Tarawa. She knocked it off of Purtell, and that'll be turnover number 13 on the Spartans. Colorado Northwestern averaging 25 turnovers a game, unfortunately for them. They're halfway there now. Tarawa, baseline. She'll go the distance. Zay Roberts with a rebound. Put it up. That's no good. Burmester, that one will still not fall. Tarawa underneath. That's good. Boy, there's a lid on that hoop.
Interesting, there was enough room for Tarawa to dribble to the side, that she preferred and put it up off glass and then down.
First bucket of the second half by Central. Bannister pumps back with a fadeaway 15-footer with the left hand. No good. Rebound by Purtell. That's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Zay Roberts. Quickly up ahead underneath. Zay gets it back as she runs the floor, and Zay gets the bucket. She's got 6. Nice run on the floor by Zay Roberts to get the rebound and come get the bucket on the other end, almost in transition, and Central back out to a 26-point lead. Back after this quick break, you're watching and listening to Rustler Basketball on 88.1.
Basketball on Rustler Radio is brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Fine Jewelry on Main in downtown Riverton. They feature a state-of-the-art jewelry repair shop and custom design. They also turn broken treasures into something new and exciting. Use your old gems and gold to create new pieces of jewelry. They are the home of the sterling silver bucking horse and rider necklace. A gift from the Golden Buffalo is an easy slam dunk. In downtown Riverton or online at thegoldenbuffalo.com.
KCWC FM Riverton.
57-31, Central out in front.
Interesting timeout that they would call that soon, because really nothing had really changed since the first halftime score.
Right, it just basically became the same margin. Shot, Bannister, 3, good. 11 points for Maddie Bannister. First to double figures for Colorado Northwestern. Kiana Walker hands it up to Tarawa, guarded by Mack. Back to Burmester out at the three-point line. Lob down low, Zay Roberts. Nice entry pass, Crossman to Roberts. Zay has 8.
A nice lean after she got the basket, just overpowered the defender.
Got a pretty good mismatch underneath on Ruckert at that second time. Actually, after the entry pass. Ruckert thought about a 3 off a pick from Mack, doesn't. Bannister guarded by Burmester. Back up top, Cox. Tarawa on her defensively, Central in a man-to-man. Cox puts it on the floor. 7 to shoot. Down underneath, ball poked out of there by Crossman, taken away by Central. Walker loses the handle, but it comes to Tarawa. Nice dish. Crossman laid off glass and in. Nice dish, Tarawa.
She has a really nice all-around game.
27-point lead, Central, their biggest now, with 5.5 left to play. 61-34, C-Dub out in front. Going to get a foul underneath.
Rucker fouled on the charge. Could have been a number of them, but it's going to be on
Kiana Walker. Will get her second personal foul. For those wondering, UCF leading Memphis 42-41.
Good comeback because they trailed 21-0 in that ball game.
Just under 7 minutes left to play in that ball game.
Can you see if the Texas scores changed at all for me?
Nope, they still lost. Free throw number 1, good by Nakiva Mack. She'll have another. Megan Cranebuell has checked into the ball game. Second one is also good by Nakiva. 61-36 now. Tarawa to Crossman. Back to Walker. Kiana to Tarawa. Right side Cranebuell, baseline Crossman. Cross court, Tarawa. She and Kiana in the same area. Cranebuell steps up for a 3. That's back of the iron, but Burmester with another rebound. 9 boards for Riley. Cranebuell rejected twice by Freeland.
I think the first one was clean, not so sure about the second.
And Cox ended up with it, and the ball knocked away on the other end will stay Colorado Northwestern basketball on their own end. Boy, Freeland with 2 rejections on Cranebuell, and Mack working on Burmester, spins underneath, no good, and it will go off of Colorado Northwestern and be Central basketball.
I think Mack had her fingers jammed on that somewhere.
She's shaking her right hand, well, her left hand, I think she's holding it pretty good right now, is Nakiva Mack.
Kind of like me when I caught that errant volleyball earlier in this season.
I think Tarawa had to go to my office to get that ball. I think it went clear down the hallway.
She changes programming.
Other interests down the hall. Walker's going to try to bring it into the front court and does to Tarawa. Milani, right side baseline Crossman. Might have been some steps in there somewhere, I think.
Maybe at 2 different junctures.
Walker baseline Crossman for 3. Braley, good.
She did the Russell Westbrook, guns in the holster bit after that.
64-36, 28-point advantage Central now. Nice pass underneath, and Crossman's going to foul Mack, and that'll be number 3 on Braley. We didn't see a lot of her in the first half because of 2 quick fouls. Now she's picked up her 3rd, and it's going to be Ruckert going to the line, not Mack. As Liana shoulder blade after this free throw will check in. Free throw on the way, no good by Ruckert. She'll have another. 15 of 23 from the free throw line. Crossman out. Second one, Ruckert is good, however.
Certainly one of those games where everybody plays, probably for both rosters.
Nice pass baseline. Kiana to Cranebuell, rather. And she'll be fouled. Good ball movement. And the Freeland foul will be her 3rd personal. And we'll send Megan Cranebuell to the line. Megan with 7 points today. Free throw, Megan, is good as it rattles around and falls in. Ordebez and Bondurant back into the ball game as Freeland and Bannister exit. Cranebuell back to the line, looking for her 9th point of the contest, and will not get it. And Bondurant the rebound. Bounce is thrown away. Careless pass from Mack to Ruckert, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. 15 turnovers on the visitors. 65-37, Central by 28. 3:50 left to play. Third quarter. Back with more basketball after this.
Are you interested in a new way to possibly reduce your drinking while winning prizes? Eastern Shoshone Recovery and Washington State University may be able to help. They want to learn if rewarding recovery helps people stop drinking. You may be a good fit for the study if you are a Native American adult and live on the Wind River Reservation and surrounding communities. You'll be eligible for prizes and gift cards for your participation in this alcohol research study. For more information, please call Eastern Shoshone Recovery and Honor Project staff Sharon Wagon or Priscilla McLeod at 307-349-6359 or 307-335-3257. You can visit them at their new location, number 7 Shipton Lane in Fort Washakie. That is their new location, number 7 Shipton Lane, Fort Washakie. This project has been approved by the Eastern Shoshone and Northern Arapaho Business Councils.
65-37, Central by 28. Shoulder blade, Walker cutting Nola into the ball game along with Tarawa and Burmester. A dangerous place to inbound a ball right in that corner right there.
The other two guards are still in the back court. We got to get to the bottom of that one rule, however.
Cutting Nola down the left side. He's going to go to the line as she is fouled. And the foul, there is no 10.
On our team there is.
Yeah, it was, she said 10 white. So who is the foul on? Yeah. She said, you know what I'm saying, but then never said who it was. So Ordebez gets the call. Free throw good by Tamia. She'll make one of two, but how about that rebound by Burmester?
Well, more of a case that nobody blocked her out at all, but...
Burmy, ball knocked out of bounds by Bondurant. 29-point Central lead, 66-37, 3:31 left. Ball tapped into the hands of Cuttignola. Tamia behind the back. Scoots it out to Kiana Walker for three, no good. And Ruckert will get the rebound. .3:15 in the third quarter. Mack back to the basket at the 15-foot line. Hands it off to Russo. She'll drive the lane, misses the layup, and it's rebounded by Tarawa. Polani wide open. Burmester left-hand layup good. Burmester with 14 points, game high for either team.
The only thing you don't notice about her, she uses both hands pretty well around the basket.
Yeah, that was a left-handed one right there.
And, very natural. She's done that. We've seen that before.
31-point lead, their biggest now. Russo throws it away. Kiana Walker ends up with it. Behind the back, she'll go the distance and be fouled. Boy, nice play by Kiana Walker. And Danielle Russo will get the call. That'll be her third personal foul. And a timeout called by Colorado Northwestern. 10 minutes left to play. And Georgia leading Alabama 28-21 in the fourth quarter of that ball game. UFC leading Memphis 49-41, 3:50 left to play in that ball game.
It's weird how these other contenders are playing either before that game or after, and how it impacts them such a great deal. You know, Oklahoma would think they're in the running.
Right.
However, who knows? If Georgia wins, they could be out of luck, as could be Ohio State as well.
Right.
And personally, the way it stands right now, I do like Oklahoma better than Ohio State. Everybody says Ohio State's got the better win. True, but they've got the much, much worse loss.
Central leading here 68-37. 31-point game. And in case you're wondering what Central's largest margin of victory is, 81 points.
I'm guessing we probably did that game.
It was a long time ago. 2011, it was a team from, I can't even pronounce it, AANIIH out of Dakota, Kadoka, something tribal college from Harlem, Montana. And Central beat them 108-27.
Did you say it was a North Dakota team out of Harlem, Montana? Did you just say that?
Kadoka is the name out of Harlem, Montana. Not a North Dakota team.
And there's a Kadoka Town, and we've seen that this year.
Kiana,
volleyball.
Kiana Walker at the line. Free throw on the way. Good. 3 points for Kiana. Her game high was 11. She did that against Air Force Prep in the season opener at Casper. Second one is on the way and also good by Kiana. 70-37, a 33-point advantage.
In a blowout like this, have you had a chance to ask Coach Fehring what teams in Region 9 are perhaps the teams to beat this year?
She says Casper, but
that's a perennial pretty much.
Haven't got into that very much yet. Liana Shoulderblade's going to get a reach foul on the other end and send Ruckert to the line. I did ask Coach Schmidt to rank 1 through 8 the North teams.
He likes Casper as well, I believe, doesn't he?
I mentioned Casper.
Sheridan would be there.
Yep. Free throw is good by Ruckert, both of them, by Selah Ruckert. Tirawa burns it into the front court, guns it out to Shoulderblade for 3 is no good as it dish pans in and out. Burmester had the rebound but lost it. And the rebound into the hands of Ruckert. Ruckert out to Ordebez. Up top into the hands of Russo. Russo back outside Ruckert. Shot clock down to 10 as Ruckert shut off on the baseline. Shot from 8, no good. Tarawa comes out of the pack with the rebound. Polani to Burmester with the left hand, put a little spin on it and drops it in on the other side. 16 points for Riley Burmester.
Nice touch, because you kind of wonder if she might be too far underneath the basket to get that up.
Burmester's career high is 29 against Colorado Northwestern last year. Now she's got 16 against them this year, and Central with a reach foul. Not sure if it's going to go against Riley or Tamia. It's going to go against Tamia.
Yeah, I think Riley didn't really need any help defending there, and Tamia helping out picks up the personal foul.
2 foul shots coming up for Danielle Russo as Marissa Arnold's going to check in along with 3 Colorado Northwesterners. Russo's free throw is good.
Arnold a strong first half in limited minutes.
Lemon back into the ball game, as is McCormick, and back in Reese Pertel.
Tarawa comes out for CWC. She's had a heck of a game, too, across the board, stat-wise.
12 points, 4 rebounds for Lonnie.
And we don't keep steals, but she's had a number of those.
Russo gets both. So Polani still on track to become the modern-day all-time leading scorer with her 17 the other night and 12 here. And a timeout by Coach Lindsey Fearing. 1:20 left to play in the third. Central leads 72-41. Stay with us back after this on 88.1.
Oi, pool's closed now.
What? The pool's closed? What use to me are you? Do you know the difficulty I be having finding any piece of water in this landlocked state? And all the water be in the lakes and mountains. Do you want me to freeze me cannonballs off?
I don't care about your cannonballs. Look, they just changed the hours from 11 to 3, Saturday and Sunday.
Well, let me see that there parchment.
And the inflatable course is up the second Saturday of each month. You're seeing it on the paper.
Oh, I do rather enjoy that there obstacle course.
Oh, great. Well, just come back when they're open. Is that good, yeah?
Aye. I'll be keeping you around for a bit longer, matey.
The Riverton Aquatics Center is changing its weekend hours to 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for both Saturday and Sunday. The inflatable obstacle course will be put up the second Saturday of each month. For further information about the schedule, call 856-4230.
Back to basketball, and a reverse layup is good by Danielle Russo. She will go to the line, but before that, on the inbound, Riley Burmester went and scored her 18th point of the game. Off the bench today, Riley with 18 points. Russo, 3-point play, no good, and that's an easy double-double for Riley, as she is into the double rebounding stats as well. Tamia Cutagnola, the distance, missed it. Ball lost out of bounds off of Pertel. It'll be Central basketball. Well, Central has not shot well in this third quarter.
And the interesting thing, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So
8 of 23. Walker high off the glass. No good. Lemon the rebound.
Yeah, some of the shots have been a bit wild. Each of the last two, in fact.
Bounce pass Russo. Lost the handle. She's hurt. So give it to Lemon. Stolen away. Russo really struggling to come down the court. Cuttignola misses it. Actually, she's going to be tied up and fouled by McCormick. Gwyneth McCormick will get the foul.
I would just thrown it up the board, and Riley probably would have got the rebound and put it up and in.
Tamia going to the line. She's 1 of 2 on the day. Shot good. Avery Cox back in for Danielle Russo, who limps off the court. Second is no good by Tamia, and the rebound pulled down by Reese Pertel. Underneath, wide open, nice pass. Pertel, the easy bucket.
Got through the long baseball pass down court, and the second pass got him a layup.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. Cuttignola working on Lemon. Zigs, zags, zigs again. Flips it to shoulder blade for 3. That one's no good. Rebound, though, underneath by Burmester. She'll fire it off the bottom of the rim, and that's how the quarter will end. The bottom of the backboard, rather. And that's how the quarter will end. After 3, it's Central by 30. They extend their lead by 4 with a 22-18 third quarter. Starters back in for Central as we come back for the fourth and final stanza here on Rustler Radio.
Sports on Rustler Radio is brought to you in part by Fremont Therapy Group. They've partnered with Lander and CWC to protect the health of student athletes. For the past 20 years, Fremont Therapy Group has been volunteering their time and resources on the sidelines of Lander sports to help keep student athletes safe and healthy. They also teach classes to help students learn more about the field of athletic training. A proud partner of CWC Athletics is the Fremont Therapy Group, Riverton and Lander. More can be found at FremontTherapyGroup.com or on Facebook at Fremont Therapy Group.
Rustler Sports on the Radio comes from the restaurants of the Wind River Hotel and Casino. Dining is available no matter time of day or week. The Red Willow is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Buffalo features 4 different choices Thursday through Sunday from noon to 9 p.m. And the Gennaku Cafe is open 24/7. The restaurants of the Wind River Hotel and Casino, located 1 mile south of Riverton on Highway 789.
Central basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. Riley Burmester with 18 points and 12 rebounds. Had it, hands it up, gives it to Essie Latu. Essie's going to go down the lane. Essie with a bucket. Nice job by Latu. 11 for Essie. 32-point lead. Nice backdoor. Lemon can't handle it, though, and it's taken away by Central. 18 turnovers. Crossman up ahead. Nice dish left side. Burmester to Latu for 2. She's got 13.
Spartans going to do wholesale substitutions here. Bring in 5 new ones as a reverse layup is scored that time.
Going to get a stop in play. Who made the bucket? McCormick did, okay. 5 fresh Spartans in. Bannister is one of them. Ball poked into the backcourt. That'll be a turnover. Bondurant ends up with it. 9th turnover on Central, and then a foul. It's going to go against Cranebuell. That'll be her 2nd. Had it been against Essie, that'd have been her 5th.
Oh, it's coming.
Unfortunately, maybe. Kalani Tirawa will check into the ball game for CWC as Riley Burmester's going to check out.
The two of them seem to be pretty good friends, too, you know, just to see them hang around together quite a bit.
32-point Central lead, 79-47, 9 minutes left to play. McCormick hands it back to Bannister. 3-pointer quick on the trigger, no good. Tarawa had it. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, however, and be Central basketball. Full court pressure from Colorado Northwestern as that ball's knocked away by Hannah Koza. And honestly, that's not a bad thing, I think, for Central to have to work against a press right now. As they'll throw it away, Koza almost with another steal.
This is a play that I said was called wrong the other night because they had done this, and then CWC ran the baseline after that, or semi-ran it, and it should have been a travel call, but not.
Latu in the backcourt gets it. Koza on her. They'll break the 10 count. Oh, yeah, and that's a clarification because we need to maybe brush up on our rules. Nice move by Craneville. Turnaround 6, left it short. Crossman trying to go get it. She and Freeland tangle up. Actually, it is Freeland as they tangle up. I don't know where they're going to go. I think they're going to give a technical here, or what are they going to do? Freeland was kind of blocking off Crossman from going after it. Referees are going to confer as to exactly what is going to happen here.
What's the call?
I didn't see him give a call of a foul or anything out there. I'm wondering if they're going to give a tee to somebody here out of this mess. But they have called a stop in play as the three officials confer at the free throw line. What had happened is the ball got missed and knocked out of bounds, and as Crossman was going to try to go for it, she was kind of screened out by Elizabeth Freeland.
And you can do that.
I think they're just going to wash this away and say, don't do that no more, I guess. I don't have another. So they're not going to call anything out of that.
I got him with the old double dog dare you, I think, on that one.
32-point game allows the sound effects to come out of the bag. Down low underneath. Nice play, Freeland, but she'll miss it. And Craneville will get the rebound. Boy, she was point blank and she missed it. Craneville the board. Megan, by the way, with her third rebound of the afternoon. 3 on the way, Crossman, no good. That one skims out of bounds. Central 6 of 13 from three-point land, by the way.
It's cooled a bit here in the second half, but then again, you can't expect those numbers to continue.
We have 5 of 7 in the first half. Inside of 8 minutes left to play. Central by 32. Bondurant, pump fake, goes down the lane. Over-under on Craneville and puts it in. Nice play by Hope Bondurant. Got a real rise from her teammates on the sideline.
Spirited bench when you're down by 30.
But a steal by Mack gives the ball up to Bannister, and that's a bucket that's good.
And these are the type of games, too, I think, as a coach, you don't want to see bad habits as you built this big lead. You want them to play as if it were a close game.
3 by shoulder blade off the side of the glass, not close at all. And Freeland will come away with the rebound. 3 on the other way, Bannister, no good. Shoulder blade had the rebound, lost it. Mack knocks it out of her hands, out of bounds. It will be Central basketball.
Yeah, the coach wanted to know why their shooter was on the ground.
Burmester back into the ball game as coming out is shoulder blade. They certainly don't want this marred by some bad habits. Latu fakes the left side and lost it, and that'll be a turnover number 11. Alabama has tied it up with Georgia. Tua, the quarterback for Alabama, has left the game with an ankle injury.
Of course, their other quarterback has
Jalen
led
Hurts
them to a national championship.
Jalen Hurts, not a bad backup for sure for them. That ball thrown away, and ending up with it is Tarawa. She'll dish it to Burmester, who's got 20.
I think she could get her high if they kept her in, but I don't think she'll be around to do that.
Koja drives baseline and turns it over for a 20th time for Colorado Northwestern.
Yeah, she drove, but without the ball part of the way.
Yeah, 29 is your career high against Colorado Northwestern last year for Riley. And that's off the bench today, mind you, with 20 points and 12 rebounds. Crossman to Burmester. She will fire it up, no good, but she will be fouled. And Burmy will go to the line. Freeland will pick up the foul.
That's a nice option. You can pick up a player, a few games into your season at the quality of Riley Burmester.
Absolutely. 5:19 left in the fourth quarter of that ball game, by the way. Burmester free throw is good. UCF has defeated Memphis 56-41.
Well, good for them. They've won 2 games with a backup quarterback, basically.
Yeah.
And what a winning streak. Was that 25 in a row now?
Burmy gets both. And it's a 32-point advantage. 83-51, 6.5 left to play. Central looking to get free tacos for everybody as Bannister knocks down her 4th 3 of the ball game. She's hit 1 in every quarter so far.
That's going to make it that much tougher for Wyoming to get a bowl game, too, because now there'll be no Mountain West team in that January 1st, bowl, so everybody drops back in the Mountain West.
Crossman steps back for 3, left it short. Bondurant, the free throw line, gets the rebound.
I still think there's something to this hoop at this end.
Ball knocked away, 21 turnovers, 2-on-2. Latu, the distance, right hand, no. Good rebound, Crossman. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line.
I think we've had a couple of layup attempts where the player's gotten too fast to make the shot, or just got out of control a little bit on the speed side.
Bondurant gets the foul, Crossman to the line. Free throw good by Braley. Most points in a game, as I mentioned, was 108, in addition to the same game of the biggest win margin of 81 points. So we got a ways to go to hit 108. But you never would have thunked it, I guess, after they won 66-62 last time they played, as Crossman gets both.
Well, they didn't have hoop mics in that game, so that's changed everything.
Braley Crossman was going to high-five Tamia Cuttignola, who checked into the game, and she didn't come near her, so she high-fived herself instead, right in front of our broadcast board.
From the Iggy,
85-54, Central by 31, 5.5 left to play in this one. Bannister knocked away by Burmester, almost got the steal, did Riley.
Kind of fun, too, where you see a player like Burmester we had a chance to see for a couple years at state high school basketball.
Koza's 3 not close. Burmy another rebound, adding to her stats. Baseline wide open. Riley 15 got it.
And that's the longest shot she's taken in this game, because everything else has been, attacking the basket.
5 shy of her career high that she scored against this team last year of 29. 33-point advantage, 87-54. Wild shot rebounded by Latu. Essie the distance to Tarawa, who's got 14 now.
And a couple of pretty good options on the two sides. Tarawa on one and Burmester on the other.
.35 advantage now, 89-54. Tarawa with 14. She and Marissa Hogan have scored 34 in a game. That's the most since bringing basketball back in one single game.
I think we've talked about this, or I've read about it too, that probably basketball, the home court, is the biggest advantage of any sport as far as being at home.
McCormack's shot no good. Rebound by Cuttignola. Just playing out the final stretch here. And a foul underneath as Essie drains the 3. But not going to count. Nakiva Mack will pick up her 4th personal foul. And it will be Central ball out of bounds underneath their own window and to the right with Tarawa to trigger the inbound. Burmester to Cuttignola. Got a lot of chatter going on for some reason down there. Coming off a pick, Burmester hand checked and fouled. That'll be Central ball out of bounds. That foul on McCormick. Second personal, Avery Cox checking in for Nakiva Mack.
We talked about long drives home for the guys. It's not an easy drive to get to Rangeley, Colorado from here either.
There's a lot of stair-stepping involved. Lob to Cranebuell, lost it, gathers it, and loses it again. 12 turnovers on Central.
A couple ways you can do it. You can take the Meeker Petting Zoo route, or you can go the, south of Rock Springs, towards the Vernal route.
Inside of 4 minutes left to play. Hand check on Burmester. That'll be 4th foul on Riley. 24 points, 13 rebounds for Riley Burmester today, unofficially. Pretty good afternoon off the bench as 5 fresh Rustlers will check in. And we're going to get an offensive foul. And it's going to be called on Reese Purtell on the inbound pass. Zay Roberts, Shelby Brandstetter, Marissa Arnold, Kiana Walker out and in for the first time. Angela Alfaro, the 5'8 freshman out of Mexico. Angela Alfaro, they'll take on a full court pressure from Hannah Koza and the rest of the Spartans, who knocks that one away.
Had a chance to visit with her on occasion. Interesting talking with her about Mexico, etc.
Spent a semester in Idaho, did Angie, because I asked her about snow. That's a turnover and a foul on Marissa Arnold.
And Marissa said, what was I supposed to do? She said I had my hands straight up, but
Marissa will pick up her first personal foul. I was asking her, I said, being from Mexico, have you seen snow? And she's like, yeah. I said, where at? And she's like, well, I spent half a year in Idaho. And I'm like, well, I guess you'd see snow then if you spent 6 months in Idaho.
Well, we played Snow College earlier this year.
And it doesn't matter which 6 months, you're probably going to see snow in Idaho and or Wyoming. No matter what 6 months you spend, as Bannister hits the first, she's got 17.
What was she doing in Idaho?
I'm thinking there was an exchange student opportunity, perhaps. I don't know the whole story on that. So Bannister gets both. Brandstetter gets it into Alfaro. Angie finds Arnold to Kiana Walker. 2-on-1. Dish to Zay, but throws it right between her legs, and they'll turn it over.
At croquet, that would have been a good play. In basketball, not so much.
Koza to Bannister up top. No good, and a foul on Central.
Well, these last couple of minutes coming to a screeching slowdown.
Yeah, it could be a while now as Arnold will get the foul, her fourth. Excuse me, her third. Free throw is good by Bannister. The lefty has 19. Alabama has scored and takes a 35-28 lead on Georgia late in that ball game as Bannister gets both.
Koza comes out of the ball game. Did a pretty good job on the press,
yeah,
actually.
She did. At that point of that press, you're right.
So if you're going to do a press, I'm surprised she's maybe not in there.
Walker maybe just needs a breather from all the activity there. Brandstetter, left side, Alfaro for three. Got it!
Boy, the bench is so happy for her.
Angie Alfaro for three. 92-58 with 3 minutes left to play. And
the guys team pretty excited about it across the way as well.
High post, ball poked down low. Ruckert pulls it back out. Walker on her defensively. McCormick guarded by Alfaro. She'll spin for 8. Misses it. Rebound put back up and in by Reese Purtell. Nice offensive board by Purtell. Central gets the man press broken. Kiana going to drive down. Tries to dish it to Zay Roberts. It's tapped out of there, though, last second. Walker might have gotten bonked on the side of the head as she comes out holding her right side of her face. Alfaro will check it in. 92-60, Central by 32. Goes baseline, Walker. To Brandstetter for 15. That's good.
So has everybody scored now? Is that correct?
Everybody that has played for Central today has scored.
Is that everybody that has dressed played then?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody in uniform has scored. And Brandstetter has fouled. Shelby Brandstetter with her first personal foul. Central has had one player has left the team already on the women's side, as that free throw is good by Reese Purtell. Second is good as well. 94-62. Walker working on Ruckert. They'll trade stiff arms as they bring it across the timeline. Colorado Northwestern's pizzas are here, by the way. The pizza guy in the corner. Zay baseline. Nice right hand off glass. No good. Rebound put back up by Arnold. That's no good, but she is fouled. Nice job on the offensive board by Riss. her third rebound of the night. She'll have a chance for more points.
Apparently, Olivia Shipp is going to tell her where to put the pizzas for the other team. She's left the bench to instruct the pizza guy.
Free throw is good by Arnold. Marissa with 7 points today.
She routes him to the CWC locker room.
Second one is good as well. Mike Yowell has confirmed the tacos. If we hit 100. Timeout called. 1:47 left to play. We're going to keep it here as Georgia has the football. 45 seconds left to play. Alabama 35-28. Georgia with the football at midfield. Under a minute left to play in that ballgame. Jake Fromm and the Bulldogs try to battle his team back into that ballgame.
Got off to a good start, as did Memphis, but it didn't really pay off for them either.
5:40 in the afternoon here on 88.1. John Gabrielson, Joel Kindle, Amanda Nikoloff, and the new media class providing our sights and sounds for us here from high atop Rustler Gym. Kendra Leesberg, our director. Morgan Vanetti was doing graphics and the halftime entertainment earlier today. Abby Sullivan, Rachel Stubbs high atop the gym on cameras. The new media class and degree program here at Central. Brandstetter ends up with a basketball on a 22nd turnover by Colorado Northwestern. They're still 3 shy of their average. Walker to Zay Roberts, kicks it left side. Alfaro for another 3, no good. That was an air ball, in fact. And out of bounds it will go to Colorado Northwestern. 4th down and 2 for Georgia. They need a first down or the game's over. They will get it at the 48-yard line with 30 seconds left to play. So Georgia gets the first down at midfield with 32 seconds left to play in the ball game, down by 7.
I think, who was Georgia's other loss to earlier this year?
Minute left to play in this one. Koza back in, gives it to Lemon. 5 to shoot. Lemon to Ordebez.
She will not playing keep away.
Yeah. They get a shot clock violation. We'll get them one closer to their turnover margin of the average of the season at 23 now.
Unfortunately, not a good maneuver there when you're trailing from behind and yet you have a shot clock violation. Well, trailing from behind, I guess, stands to reason you're trailing from behind, but
they'll throw it away as Koza ends up with it.
She's done a nice job defensively in the time she's been out there.
Yeah, Hannah has done a very good job. Hannah Koza out of Greeley, Colorado, which we might have gotten fuel there at one point or another. Steal by Kiana Walker. Walker, the distance, laid up, missed it. Brandstetter, though, will get the offensive rebound. Nice job by Shelby. 20 seconds, 23 shot clock and game clock, a fraction of a second off.
And they're not going to hit 100.
No. Unless we get a 4-point play, Coach Fearing wants him to pull it out. And Walker just dribbling with it. Now they'll triple team her, and they'll throw it away to Arnold. 7, 6. Oh, they're going to shoot a 3. Zay Roberts shot a 3. I don't think that's going to make the coach too happy as this ball game has come to an end. CWC has come away victorious, stopping a 2-game win streak by the Colorado Northwestern Spartans. And getting it back on the winning shot. They've won 3 of their last 4, have the Lady Rustlers here today. They win it 96-62, our final. Central out on top, 96-62, a 34-point victory for the Central Wyoming College Lady Rustlers. The second time they have beaten Colorado Northwestern, and they'll play again Tuesday. So they will have played them 3 times in about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Well, the gal with the broken foot going through the handshake line, that can't be.
She is their big free throw shooter, Caitlin Brown. But Central wins it here today, 96-62, the final score. Stay with us. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming postgame show is coming up next. We'll give you some final stats, and we'll have a coach with that lady right there, Lindsay Fearing, who's standing right in front of us. We'll chat with her here in just a bit as well. Final count, Central wins at 96-62. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming postgame show is coming up next on 88.1.
Wyoming basketball fans, the season is almost here, and season tickets are on sale now. Season tickets are the best deal for all fans, with prices starting at $130 for the Cowgirls and $220 for the Cowboys. Or check out the affordable Cowboy Seat Hopper mobile season ticket pass, where your seat changes each game. Don't miss any of the action in the AA this season. Get your season tickets today at GoWyo.com or call 307-766-7220.
Shopping for your wrestler fan? Stop in at the CWC bookstore to buy your gift today. Open from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Stop in and buy hoodies and t-shirts for all ages. Not only that, but they are selling fleece blankets, pajama pants, and sweatpants for those cold winter nights. Top it all off with an ornament or Christmas greeting card. The CWC bookstore inside the Student Center, open Monday through Friday.
Is this a Christmas miracle or what?
Seatbelts save lives, and Wind River people wear seatbelts more today than in the past.
Buckle, belt, click, and live.
Safety is only a click away.
Buckle up, Wind River.
Safe ride, sacred life. Buckle up.
Respect life, buckle up.
Choose life. Buckle up.
Buckle up, tough guy.
This Click It or Ticket message brought to you with Federal Highway Safety Funds. Buckle up, Wind River.
Wrestler Athletics is supported by Bach Monument, applying a relentless passion for excellence to honor special people in special ways. Bach Monument, part of the Wyoming community since 1875 on West Main in Riverton, and online at bachmonument.com. Proud to support Rustler Sports on 88.1.
Sponsorship of Rustler Athletics is brought to you in part by the Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. They're on Main Street in downtown Riverton. They have a full coffee bar menu including lattes, cappuccinos, espressos. They also feature New York bagels and open-faced bagel sandwiches. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery, 303 East Main in downtown Riverton. You can dine in, take out, or pick up. 856-1116. That's 856-1116. A proud Rustler booster sponsor, Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery.
Gales Carpet One Riverton is a proud supporter of our community and Rustler Radio. Your one store for a perfect floor, offering waterproof flooring, whether it be carpet or luxury vinyl tile. Gales is a community-oriented business dedicated to improving Fremont County. Located in downtown Riverton, on Facebook or at galescarpet1riverton.com.
(96-62), the Central women victorious over Colorado Northwestern. Also victorious, the Alabama Crimson Tide has knocked off Georgia 35-28 in college football championship.
But it did show us Alabama is not head and shoulders above everybody. So it gives some other teams some hope with what you saw right there.
96-62, the final score here today. Let's take a look at some final scoring numbers for CWC. Riley Burmester off the bench today, 24 points for Riley, 13 rebounds. She had 12 points in each half. She had 6 rebounds in the first half, 7 rebounds in the second half. That's a pretty balanced attack by the two-sport sophomore from CWC.
But she, in traffic, she's so good. I mean, she just is, like whether it's rebounding or scoring. She's just, I think, it's odd that she's maybe a better player in traffic than being wide open, say, from 15, 20 feet.
Well, you mentioned she likes that contact in there as well. Riley, 24 with 13 today. Polani Tarawa, 14 points, 6 rebounds. Essie Latu, 13 points, 7 rebounds for Essie today as well. Every Rustler that played today scored, and every Rustler that dressed today played. Alzay Roberts with 8, Marissa Arnold with 8, Megan Cranebuell with a start today. She got 8, 7 for Braylee Crossman, 4 for Kiana Walker, 3 points for Angie Alfaro and Leanna Shoulderblade. 2 points apiece, Shelby Brandstetter and Tamia Cuttignola, as Central gets 96 points from their team today. They win it 96-62. On the other side, Maddie Bannister leads the Colorado Northwestern Spartans. She had 20 points today. She had 4 3-pointers, 1 in every quarter. She was also 6 for 6 from the free throw line, was the lefty Maddie Bannister. Nakiva Mack had 11 with 3 rebounds. Reese Pertel, 9 points, 6 boards for the Spartans. Danielle Russo had 6 points for Selah Ruckert, 4 points for Ordebez, 2 points for Bondurant and McCormick, 1 point for Courtney Lemon, who had been their leading scorer the last 2 games off the bench for Colorado Northwestern.
Never got on track in this one.
Not a lot of minutes today for her either. Central out rebounding Colorado Northwestern 48-34 by my unofficial count here as well. Colorado Northwestern with 24 turnovers in this one. CWC had 15. Central wins it 96-62. Final shooting numbers in this ball game. Central with 23 more shots than the Spartans. They shoot 75 and make 34. That's 45%. 7 of 18 from the line. That's pretty good at 39%, but they were just 2 of 11 in the second half to bring that average down in the second half. Central hits 21 of 25 free throws today, 84% from the stripe, a very good day.
That's good. That's a number we want to see down the road in games that are more contentious than this.
On the other side, Colorado Northwestern actually improved their shooting in the second half. They go 31% for the game, though. They shoot 45% in the second half of this contest. 4 of 15. They hit 1 3-pointer in every quarter, and each one of those was by Maddie Bannister. She's the only one to hit a 3 today, as she hit 4. They go 4 of 15 as a team for Colorado Northwestern. They went to the line, did Colorado Northwestern 35 times. They hit 26 out of 35. That's 75%, just under 75% on the day. And Central wins it 96-62 is the final score as CWC gets the W here today. That makes Central now 5-6 overall. Colorado Northwestern drops to 3-12. They will play each other again on Tuesday night in Rangeley, Colorado. Stay with us as the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming postgame show continues. Hopefully an interview with our head coach, Lindsey Fearing. We'll talk with her after we take this break. This is Rustler Basketball on 88.1. They were victorious today by a final count of 96-62.
News on Rustler Radio is courtesy of Riverton RV. The 2019 models are on the lot at Riverton RV. They are now your travel light dealer featuring the Ultralight. It's a camper you can pull with a small SUV or even a car. Don't forget the winter service specials in the shop. Riverton RV, where service is the key. On Facebook and at 1420 South Federal in Riverton.
It's been said when you're driving your pickup truck in Wyoming, you feel like the quarterback leading your football team on a winning drive. I'm Craig Bull, coach of the Wyoming Cowboys. Every pickup driver holds the key to road trip success. A fastened seatbelt. Pickup trucks are twice as likely to roll over than cars in fatal crashes. Taking the time to buckle up every trip is the single most effective thing you can do to protect yourself in a crash. Buckle up in your pickup, every trip, every time, and go Pokes. This message is from the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition.
Are you interested in a new way to possibly reduce your drinking while winning prizes? Eastern Shoshone Recovery and Washington State University may be able to help. They want to learn if rewarding recovery helps people stop drinking. You may be a good fit for the study if you are a Native American adult and live on the Wind River Reservation and surrounding communities. You'll be eligible for prizes and gift cards for your participation in this alcohol research study. For more information, please call Eastern Shoshone Recovery and Honor Project staff Sharon Wagon or Purcell McLeod at 307-349-6359 or 307-335-3257. You can visit them at their new location, number 7 Shipton Lane in Fort Washakie. That is their new location, number 7 Shipton Lane, Fort Washakie. This project has been approved by the Eastern Shoshone and Northern Arapaho Business Councils.
Shopping for your wrestler fan? Stop in at the CWC bookstore to buy your gift today. Open from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Stop in and buy hoodies and t-shirts for all ages. Not only that, but they are selling fleece blankets, pajama pants, and sweatpants for those cold winter nights. Top it all off with an ornament or Christmas greeting card. The CWC bookstore inside the Student Center, open Monday through Friday.
Is this a Christmas miracle or what?
Sponsorship of Student Radio at CWC comes in part from Taco John's in Riverton. Olay the day, every day, with a meat and potato burrito, potato olays, and any one of 9 different combo meals. Open 7 days a week at 623 Main Street in Riverton. Taco John's.
96 to 62 Central wins by 34 here this afternoon. 24 and 13 from Riley Burmester to lead the way for Central as they get the W here today. That puts them at 5-6 overall on the basketball season. Was hoping to chat with our head coach, Lindsey Fearing, but still in the locker room with her team, so we will catch her next week and have her on as part of the Rustler Minute. And next up for Central, as I mentioned, on the road Tuesday, they will be at Colorado Northwestern taking on these very Spartans, men's and women's. It's a doubleheader. You can watch our Rustler Radio Facebook page for a link to watch that ball game live. Next home game will be Saturday, December 8th, when the CWC men host Colorado Northwestern again. And then the women will be at home on December 19th when they entertain Snow College. Joel Kindle, final thoughts on the weekend of the Bailey Tire and Auto Basketball Classic.
Kind of a weird tournament because I don't think anybody came unscathed, but nobody went home empty either.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of games played, 5 games played in 3 days, and CWC goes 1-1, falling by 4 on Thursday night and winning by 34 here this afternoon. So with that, thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the new media class as they provide our TV part of the broadcast. Abby Sullivan, Rachel Stubbs, Kendra Leesburg, and Morgan Vanetti today. Find out more on that on the CWC new media degree here at CWC. With that, we're going to say goodbye. Wish you a very great, wonderful Wyoming weekend, what's left of it. For Joel Kindle, I'm John Gabrielson. The Rustlers win it 96-62 here on 88.1.
This has been the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming postgame show. A special thanks to our Rustler Sports sponsors, Edward Jones and financial advisor Mick Pryor, the Golden Buffalo Fine Jewelry, Denver Air Connection, Wind River Community Healthcare, the Wyoming Department of Transportation, Wind River Casino, Bott Monument, Teton Therapy, and the Governor's Council on Impaired Driving. A special thanks to the new media degree program at CWC for the crew on the video broadcast. Also thanks to Wyoming PBS for the web stream and to Rustler Radio 88.1. See opportunities in the new media degree at Central Wyoming College at cwc.edu. Check out more sports at rustlerathletics.com and look for links to watch games on the Rustler Radio Facebook page, including future games and events. Thanks for tuning in to this presentation of Rustler Sports on 88.1 FM, the voice of Central Wyoming College.
KCWC FM Riverton.